So today we are going to be addressing all of those uncles, yeye uncles, anyhow uncles, uncles who don't have class, uncles who don't respect their relationships. They cannot zip it up and keep it where it belongs. Baby, shh.
Mama.
Shh.
Mama. Mama.
Can I talk for 1 minute, baby? Please. I love you. Oh my God. What's up, guys? It's your girl Onana, and I welcome you all to Onana Nation. So if it's your first time on this channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button below this video because you are definitely going to love it here. On this channel, we talk all things entertainment, we talk about recipes, and we do lifestyle. So please go ahead and subscribe while we dive into today's topic. So today we are going to talk about all those uncles, all those yeye uncles, anyhow uncles, uncles who don't have class, uncles who cannot respect ordinary relationship. They are out here cheating on their wives, they are out here cheating on their girlfriends, they are out here cheating on their fiancés. And if you ask them now, uncle, why are you doing this to this amazing woman God has given you? Why are you doing this to your family? They'll begin to give you all kinds of excuses. It's the devil's work. Which devil? It's funny how people always talk about cheating as if it was an accident or as if it's the devil's work. No, it was not an accident, and no, it's not the devil's work. There was time enough for you to run out of that place. You didn't run out. There was time enough for you to wake up and say no and resist. You didn't resist. So if you're a guy watching me, if you're a man watching me, and you have difficulty resisting, temptation, I'm going to play this clip from DJ Khaled. This is a fellow man, no, a man like you. Learn from his example. I'm going to play this clip from DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled went live on Instagram and he was talking to his fans via video call, and a certain lady joined the live show. Immediately she started showing him her bum bum. Immediately she started twerking, and DJ Khaled was like, no, miss me with that bullshit. I'm a married man. I've got responsibilities. I have a family. I have kids. I have have to be a better role model too. Not me, yo. Miss me with that bullshit. Immediately he shone her out, and the lady was trying to resist, like, oh, you don't want this? She was trying to insist. DJ Khaled said no. After saying the third no, he just blocked her immediately. This is what you guys should be doing.
Hello?
Hey! How you mean to?
No, I can't. I got love, man. I have love. I got love. Nah, I can't.
So if you're one of such uncles, such yeye uncles, let DJ Khaled school you for us. Let DJ Khaled teach you that there's always time enough for a man to say no. There's always time for you to resist. There's always time, even if you allow it to go down to that last second, there's time for you to make up your mind and be like, I'm not doing this. I love my family too much. You zip up and run out of there, but you guys will not hear. You go down to the last minute, you commit the act, and then you come back home and sit like an innocent church rat. And then tomorrow when your wife finds out, you start telling her, hey, it was a mistake. It's a devil's work. Which devil? There was time enough for you to leave the space. You didn't leave. You stayed there until and now you come and start telling us the devil's work. Which devil? So I know a lot of you are going to be like, well, DJ Khaled wasn't physically present with the girl in the same environment. We don't know what he would have done if he was the same girl in the same room. We don't know what he would have done. Even if DJ Khaled was in the same physical environment with this guy, he would have said no. First of all, you see how fast he said no? As soon as she started twerking, he was like, not me. Miss me without bullshit. Not me. I've said no to those days. Now I'm a family man. I'm married. I have a lovely wife. I have 2 boys. I have to be an example too. I have to be a role model for my sons, so they grow up tomorrow respecting women and respecting relationships and commitments. So DJ Khaled immediately said no because it's implanted in his subconscious. So even if you wake him up from sleep, he'll give you the same answer. Even if he was in the same place with the girl, he would have given the same answer. It's a faithful guy. He knows what loyalty means. So this is how men should be. Oh my gosh. Do they make men like this today anymore? I don't think so. So this is how guys should be. Love your family. Love your family, guys. How hard is this? Love your family. There's levels to this thing. There's levels to this ish. Love your family. So much so that if somebody tempts you, before they even seduce you, before she even takes off her dresses or anything, you already know, not gonna happen. Not over here. I'm good. I got a family. I'm good. So there's so much love you can have for your family, so much respect you can have for your relationship, that even before something happens, you're like, not with me. me, I'm good, never gonna happen. So make up your mind, get to that headspace, get to that level where you're like, not gonna happen. I'm good. Like, is this lady till I die? Is this gentleman till God calls me? Get to that level. Like, if it's not worth it, why are you in that relationship? Going around giving pieces of your body everywhere and you're still in a relationship. How hard is this? If you want to go around dividing your body like meat in a local market, separate from this person so you know you are alone. You can do whatever you want to do. You're a free bird. You can live as you want to. So if you're one of such uncles, there's still hope for you. You're still alive. It means your destiny is still in your hands. You can still change things. Where there's life, there's hope. So be the hope you want to see today. Decide that you're not going to disrespect your family. Decide that you're not going to disrespect your wife. Decide that you're going to be a better role model for your kids. Learn from good examples. Be a good man. Love your family, cherish your family, respect them, and be there for them. Zip it up and keep it where it belongs. We don't want any family embarrassment. We don't want to wake up next morning having to deal with covering our faces because of shame. Why? This thing is everywhere. On social media, the kids are going to grow up and see that. So respect yourself, zip up daddies, and keep these things where they have to be. Uncles, fear God, though. Fear God. And if you don't fear God, fear social media. Because if you underestimate the power of screenshots, if you underestimate the power of screen recordings, you are on your own. Because these are the tools these girls are using to intimidate men, to blackmail men. They will record conversations you're having with them. They will record video calls you're having with them. And they begin to send it to your wives to threaten them. They begin to send it to your employers and you lose your job. They begin to send it to the community, and before you know, your nakedness is everywhere. If you don't fear God, fear social media. So, man, resist the devil and he will flee from you. There's no magic to this thing. If you resist the devil, he will automatically flee from you. If you don't grant him an audience, he's not even going to have the access to talk to you. So resist the devil and he will flee from you. So if you're a man watching me today and you're having troubles resisting the devil, let me give you this little tip. If you know you're admiring a certain Mary who works in finance or a certain Joanna who works in accounting, try to avoid putting yourself in compromising situations with these women. So if you're the kind of man who start asking her, can you see me after work? Can you meet me in this hotel room? Can't you just see how you're the one putting yourself in temptation now? Can't you see how you're the one putting yourself in harm's way? So avoid putting yourself in situations where you know I can slide and I can fall. Avoid such situations. So this lady at work who is admiring you, she calls you, please, can you meet me in my hotel room at 12 p.m.? You are going to a hotel room at 12 p.m. What do you think is going to happen? Praise and worship? Prayer time or prophecy? Before you know it, it has happened. And then tomorrow you'll be blaming the devil. Is the devil's work. Which devil? I personally think if a lot of men and women out there put a little bit of discipline in their life, this side chick, side dude, whatever, is going to end. It's all going to end in one day. Just put a little discipline, like 1 cube of discipline in your life. Plan your life, plan your road, map out your route. I wake up in the morning, I do this. From here, I go to work. From work, I go to church. From church, I go to the supermarket or whatever. Plan your life. From there, I come back home. So within your planned life, at what point do you accidentally find yourself in a hotel room? At what point do you accidentally find yourself on top of somebody else's wife? At what point do you accidentally find yourself on top of somebody else's husband? Within your planned, scheduled life. So if we put a little bit of discipline in our life, it's going to drop the rate of cheating and, adultery out there a whole lot. Can we do this? So this was part 1 of this video. I'm definitely going to come back with part 2 addressing women who cheat. Because women cheat too. Some men don't know. Women cheat a lot. So I'm going to come back and address women who cheat in part 2. So make sure you subscribe and turn your notification bell on. And when I do the part 2 for women, you're definitely going to be able to watch if only you subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you don't forget. Alright? So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys a lot for watching. I remain your girl, Onana Nation. Please don't go without hitting the red subscribe button below this video, and be sure to turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our upcoming uploads. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Wow, it must really be special to live in this auntie's world. So this is probably a lady who has never been told no all her life. She's so used to having things her way. She's so used to everybody saying yes to her. So up to the point that DJ Khaled is expressly saying no, the auntie is still going. He's saying no and she just kept going. Like, wow. It must really be special to live in her world. Apparently, she's never been told no. Nobody has ever said no to her. She's just used to having things the way she wants. Wow. But I appreciate DJ Khaled's resilience, and that's the message for today. It doesn't matter how hard they try, say your no and stick to it. That's how you keep your head above the water. That's how you stay out of trouble.